And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dark Phoenix Gaming, and welcome back to Elder Kings 2. Now, last time we left off, we were doing a couple more wars for additional territory. Against Sejanus and Blue Road in this case. After my attempt to get a claim on the whole of Cropsford went nowhere. And now, in between episodes, I have actually been just doing some administrative stuff. So I've gone around creating titles so that we just have a couple of dukes to manage rather than a shit ton of counts and countesses. So you'll see if you look at the list, there's not a lot of the count level titles. And we're still working on that whole thing. And eventually I'm gonna have to go around and just redistribute the vassals so that I only have those guys to deal with, but for right now, we have more important things to handle. One of which took place in the last episode. Because sometime in the last episode, or around there, the King of Skingrad died. And because in Crusader Kings, you make truces with individuals, not kingdoms, we're now in a position where we can go to war with Skingrad again, since they have a new king. So, dear Skingrad, I'm going to be taking the Viscounty of Greyrock as my own, thank you very much. Now, we'll raise the levies. And another interesting thing of note. Let's get ourselves back up to 3 speed. The actual province of Skingrad is independent of the kingdom of Skingrad, as it was overrun by an undead horde. So we will actually be able to take their ancestral capital for our own with relative ease. Which I find mildly entertaining. So we'll have 2 of you in Greyrock. And as far as an army is concerned, they have basically nothing. Yeah, that was deliberate, but our mercenaries are going home. I could have paid to renew the contract, but that was going to be about... It was going to be more money than I was willing to spend, let's just say. My lord, my high priest, is back with an artifact. I take the bulky bundle in my hands and loosen the cords before healing layer after layer of fabric. Inside lies regalia fit for a royal court. Jeremiah smiles proudly and explains how he won the gratitude of a local ruler in Ranizah, a long tale that culminates in this ruler offering the ducal's regalia to Jeremiah's master. This is truly magnificent. And we got us a fancy artifact. It is the most important thing. And I'm just ransoming off my prisoners right now because none of them are actually a threat or anything. And what I was trying to do over here... No, we can't do that yet. How long is this truce of mine gonna last? Until 469. So another 4 years or so. I was trying to figure out about potentially revoking one of the titles of the former ruler of well, I was trying to revoke the virtues. The guy in charge of that, I wanted to revoke one of his counties and his duchy so that I can put someone more loyal in charge, because I can't really have him killed. Being just, that would make us all stressed out. What if my Councillors has died? That being the Chancellor. Sort by rank. Give me the... Let's see. Viscount of Homestead and this guy in Virtue that I'm trying to get rid of all his important titles. They both want positions on the council. Are either of them any good at stewardship? Honestly, this guy I was plotting to get rid of is pretty good at stewardship, so I might just give it to him, and he's not that against me, so yeah. So, Marcellus. Congratulations, you have a new lord. There we go. I'll deal with the administrative aspects of that whole thing later, but we do eventually want to get my whole realm sorted. Let's see. That siege is won. You leave just enough men to besiege it, I think. Another siege. But yeah, leave just enough besiegers and then send our army off to crush them. And those besiegers can head to Silver Scale. They'll need reinforcements to do that, but they can hold down the fort for a little bit, at the very least. Oh, that's actually enough for a siege. Nifty. %82%. This is going to be quite the fast siege, it looks like. Or fast war, rather. Barony of Skingrad appears to be fighting against us in this war. I'm not sure why. But they are. We're not at war with them or anything. That's weird. Yeah. That siege is almost done. Now it is done. Still not willing to cave, annoyingly. Oh. I guess he's fighting one of the other rulers. We'll send our army to try and break his face. And that siege over there is done. But they still won't make peace. They will when we crush their army, though. They will when we crush their army. Oh yes. 99%, eh? Now, let's see. City of we got another claim on the fucking city of Cropsford. No, I want the Grand City is what we need a claim on, not the city. Get it together, you idiots. Mittens the Gift Giver. 2 green eyes follow me as I cross the hallway, and a small meow breaks the silence as Mittens pounces for my ankle. He may be young, but he is nonetheless ferocious. As he prances away, I see that he left me a gleaming gift where he had been hiding. Thank you, kind Sir Kitty. And Mittens gave us 2 gold. He's such a sweet little kitty. Okay. 1 there. So I'll be taking your duchy, thank you. Our great appetites are known throughout the world. You're a much greater foe than I imagined. I will comply with your demands. And you're just as much of a bitch as your dad was, or your predecessor. I don't actually know if it was his father. But there's some more territory for the Heartlands. Oh yes. I'm going to have to give up a duchy at some point, though. Grey Rock or Vassalage. One of them will have to be surrendered. Although, not just yet, maybe. Accept your ransom. You get out of Skingradian territory so we can disband the levies, please. Yes, there we go. Now, now, 14 days to raise the army. I'm just going to conquer the city of Skingrad outright. And then I'm going to conquer Karmala, actually, because letting Karmala continue to exist is just an eyesore, really? We'll squish you, and our other army can just move on in. Let's speed things up that way. Our prisoner has escaped. The wife of one of the barons we faced in the field. During that war with Skingrad, probably. Based on what I can tell. That's 6,000 men. Going to face someone who can't even field 1,000. Possibly overkill, but I don't care. That said, it is a very rough going siege, as you can tell. More peasant scum. Filthy peasants, quit trying to rise up against me. You're only going to get yourselves killed. Surely you've learned this by now. Come on. And yes, I will usurp the Duchy of Karmala, but not yet. Let me see something here. Here he is. I have more than half the counties I need to usurp the titled Kingdom of Skingrad, though, which is nice. At which point, of course, I move on to Kavach. We are doing a very good job at conquering our way through Cyrodiil. That much I will say. And our daughter comes of age. Says Alicia. With her coming of age, our tuition of hers at the end, but let's see. She gains the insightful thinker trait. And let me see. What is her skill set like? She's not particularly great at anything, is an average diplomat and an awful warrior. She didn't take after us in terms of being basically the warlord type, which is unfortunate. Well, I'm sure she'll be useful. We can just marry her off and have one of our other children take over and be the ruler. The one we groom as a future ruler, I mean. A small breach in the walls, and honestly, to leave belay that. I was about to try assaulting, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's see here. Colovian Estates. Comes to the Colovian Estates. There are no claimants. I wanted to use my daughter to get a claim on someone and expand that way. About Nibene. Four claimants. Already married. Age 11. Let me see. Oh, and my daughter. Matrilineal. Let's see. Does he... Pressed claim. I hope that's the type we want, but I'm gonna try to do this betrothal as a way to get a claim on Nibene and expand like that. We'll send the proposal, and matrilineal too. Plus, that'll give me an ally that I can point in the direction of Bruma when I start a war with them. And let's see. For now... Our election, I'm going to change to my 13-year-old son as my candidate. Yeah. Fighting another battle land. Six months left. Sorry, Alicia, but you weren't going to be a very good heir. But what is up with those guys? They're just standing around in Bruma territory doing nothing. can get some more of this. Siege progress against revolts, and change the military power threshold so we get them less often. Nice. Nice. 3 months left. Large breach in the walls. But I'm not going to do an assault. I'm not stupid. We want to retain our manpower for when we actually need it, not just throw troops against the walls. And with that, we have won the war. And Skingrad is mine. Let's see. I can disband the army. Now, I'll take this and move over to Karmala. Well, Weatherlay, really. How long is my truce with Skingrad going to last? 4 years. 471. So, got a little while, but just look at the bite we've taken out of Skingrad. And yeah. I think it's time. Karmala, congratulations. You are no longer Duke. I can vassalize Baron Cantus. Okay. That's what we'll do next. We will make him our vassal. I didn't even have to conquer the place. It looked like it would be a tedious evening once the feast's entertainment was over, but Governess Livia saved the day by suggesting a reading from the Song of Pelennor. I always loved that one. Okay. Baron of Weather. He was fond of us before, but that was only while he was independent of us. Now he hates us, of course. Dirch. Barony of Karmala here. Well, congratulations, my good sir. You are now the Duke of Karmala. Lazarus or Grey Rock would be... This one's to be able to give over, but until we can deal with the unruly vassals there, I'll probably have to just eat the penalty, honestly. now. We have reached the point where going to need to pause here. That was a nice easy war against Skingrad. I appreciate that. Although, actually, wait. No, scratch that. If it wasn't so far away, I would wait until our potential fabrication of a claim on Cropsford, but no. This is where we're going to cut it. So, when we come back next time, I'm thinking we're going to start a war with Dirich. To make it so I share a border with Kavach, and then I'm going to start making some claims over there, and bullying them a bit next. Bruma's on the list, of course, but when it comes to all of the neighboring powers right now, Bruma is actually what I would call a major regional power. Though that's a pretty small title. It's a small category, I should say. We have double the numbers, sure, if we call in our ally, but I want to avoid picking on Bruma for a while. Although I must admit, part of that is I'm hoping that... Wait, no? Scratch that. I'm mostly avoiding picking on them because I want to knock out a few of the less relevant regional powers before I go after the big boys that are Bruma and the Colovian estates. As if we can conquer a good chunk of Cyrodiil before we have to go for Bruma, that should make it a good deal easier. In any case, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to see more like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you then, folks. See you then.